welcome to the Unfiltered Doll Baby, where we do a little bit of cussing around here. So your parental advisory, baby, has been advised. Welcome on into the Unfiltered Doll Baby, where we do what? A little bit of cussing around here. And we be in people's business, okay? Yes. Honey, I am here to talk about what we see on the screen is Keke in bed with her cousin and them, okay, baby? Listen, this is a lot going on. The men are exposing their wives, okay? The men in 2025, it has been a long year for the women. And the men are telling it all, okay? They are now getting onto their platforms and giving us a good old juicy, nasty story time. Now, please keep in mind, baby, I was not there, so I don't know really what happened, nor do I have an opinion as far as whose side that I am on. But I will say this before we get into some things. Now, Brother Zach, you knew Keke was a special type of personality before you did what? Had those babies and married her. I will say that. Now, if we can judge Keke or point fingers at Keke based on her screen time when she was on a reality show, you do know that Keke, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot sometimes. You know what I mean? It could be a lot sometimes. However, whenever you get together and when you decide to get into a relationship, friendship, situationship, a marriage with another individual, you are in control of that choice, all right? And unfortunately, when mad day comes and you are in the public eye, the people are going to talk about it. So her husband is on his platform telling everybody about it on his YouTube channel, okay? And in the video, Zach claims that there was some infidelity, manipulation from his ex-wife and her cousin, Brother Larry Weathers. And I didn't stutter. I said cousin, as in cousin Pete, as in kinfolk, as in related, a family member. Now, I don't know if Larry Weathers is a blood cousin or not. We will get into that later. But what I will tell you is a quick summary. And you can let me know if y'all want to get into this or not. Do you want to get into the full story where we gather around the dollhouse? Baby, where's the dollhouse? Let me put the dollhouse up. Where we gather around the dollhouse, honey, and talk about some things. Where are we at? Let me put this up here and remove this real quick. If you want to get into what Keke's husband is saying about Keke, meaning you want to watch the 1 hour and 1 minute video of him spilling the tea on his wife, you let me know. What I will tell you is the summary of the video. He is going to detail his separation from Keke Wyatt in November 2023. So that's a separation and not a divorce. A separation and not a divorce. All right. November 2023. And his struggle to see his children, citing her maniac behavior and verbal abuse. Okay. Now, you should know by now, if you are familiar with Keke Wyatt, that part, I do believe, because Keke does have a mouth on her, but so do I. So therefore, I'm not going to be too harsh on that note. I had to learn, baby. I had to go on down there to the therapy and lay down on the couch. Yeah, I wasn't laying down, but there were Kleenex next to me when it comes to house. You know how I was talking to people. All right. But he already knew that before, I'm sure. But it's his story and he has every right to tell his story, but she has a right to respond. Okay. He alleges that Keke Wyatt moved her cousin Larry Weathers into their home 3 weeks after he left. So this is the cousin that she moved in. His name is Larry Weathers. Okay. Let's get the screen back up on here so y'all know who we're talking about as far as Keke and her husband. All right. And Zach claims that Keke Wyatt and Larry Weathers allegedly were in a pouncing and bouncing, thrusting and lusting type of relationship, despite Larry Weathers being married. Okay, now to hell with if he's married. Is this her blood cousin is what I want to know, or is this her play cousin, somebody close in the family? And you'd be like, oh yeah, that's my cousin, but y'all really ain't cousin. Like, what kind of cousin is this is what I would need to know, because I don't give a darn if Larry is married. Is this her kinfolk? Okay, baby, we don't need any more flowers in the attic type of anything. Now I know those were siblings, but family is family, and you should not be thrusting, busting, lusting, pouncing or bouncing, bumping, nor grinding with your family members. Okay. Now he's also saying in his tell all video that he alleges that Keke Wyatt's children were spoiled and lacked respect for him and other authority figures. He recounts a particular incident where Keke Wyatt pulled a pow pow on her son, and another incident where she spat on her son's spit. The stuff that's inside your mouth that you make, sometimes your mouth is juicy, or when you go to bed, you drool. He's saying that Keke spit on her son, and they are in the house pulling out the pow pows. Honey, now this is a lot going on in the household. He claims that he was forced to leave their house due to constant conflict and disrespect from the children. There's a lot of kids up in there. I don't know if the grown ones are still there or not, but based off of spit and pow pows being pulled out, I would have to assume that everybody is there and present, grown and young, down at the Keke Wyatt home front. Okay. He said that he explains his decision to separate himself from Keke Wyatt and her family, stating that he's now pursuing a full-time ministry. He cannot be out here teaching the folks, out here as a minister with all of this madness going on where he's laying his head at night, is what I assume he's trying to tell y'all. He's trying to come clean, tell his side of the story so he can do what? Get into the church house and do what he needs to do and get out here and do what God called him to do, is what he's saying, allegedly. Okay, these are my words. I'm just trying to summarize it for you, asking you all if you would like to get into this tea from his live. Okay. Now, he states that Keke Wyatt and Larry Weathers started a church together. I guess the church is called Sound Atlanta after Zach left. All right. And he claims that Larry Weathers had a heart attack and almost passed away. Despite this, he and Keke Wyatt continued their relationship. He also states that Larry Weathers eventually left the relationship with Keke, and she has since moved on to a new man. Honey, Keke said, baby, I'm not going to let these sheets get cold. All right, I'm going to get somebody right on in this bed. Ooh, child, talk about something here. That is some mess. Hey, sugars, if y'all are just coming on in, honey, we're just summarizing this Keke Wyatt mess, baby. It's a whole lot going on, and everything that I am saying right now is all allegedly, baby. I'm getting everything from the summary from brother Zach. What's his name here? What's his name? Zachariah David. I'm getting everything from him. All right, but this is allegedly. I'm not saying any of it. No, I am not. But child, let's see what else we got from this summary, from this summary here. Bear with me one second. I done lost my spot with all of this going on. This is messy. Honey, when these husbands is coming out here telling on y'all wives. Now, I'm going to tell you something after I'm done with this. I'm going to tell you just what I think. All right. So, yeah. So, Keke Wyatt and got her another man, honey. And allegedly, she done turned the church into a nightclub. I don't know if this is true or not, baby, but I do have to sniggle and giggle at that. So Zach is ending the video by warning Keke Wyatt and Larry Weathers that God will deal with them for their actions. Okay. And David, baby, I know you're trying to pursue ministry, but honey, you know what I'm saying? You got to let God do what he's going to do. It's not our job to fill that position or warn people about it. Okay, you know, let it be, and it will, you know what I'm saying. Now this is what I want to say real quick. Bear with me real quick. Okay. Pardon me, honey, we're having technical difficulties. You know it's ghetto over here at the Dollhouse. Hey, here's my whole thing, right? Brother Zach has every right to tell his story. Now, unfortunately, when you are including other people in your story, you got to be more careful, right? Because everybody has their own individual experience with one another. And when that happens, that's when a dog and pony show will start to form, and the exposure go, you know, that exposure is going to go to another level. See, I like a good old nasty story time and exposures when y'all start telling and sharing those text messages and those voice notes. Now that makes it a good time for the people, the court of the public opinion, to say, now what in the hell is going on here? However, he has every right to tell his story, especially if he's trying to cleanse himself of everything that he's been dealing with his dissatisfaction within their marriage. But she also has the right, as crazy as she is, honey, she has the right as well to come on out here and tell her side as well. Now, I'm a little bit crazy and off myself, all right? But again, I did go and get some assistance for mine, right? And I'm not sure if Keke went and got assistance for her. But the only thing I can say about a man when they do come out here in the playground of exposure to expose their wife or a female, baby, you got to be careful, because we hold your secrets. So hopefully you don't have too much going on, Brother Zach, especially with you about to go down here at the church house and minister. Hopefully you don't have too much for her to expose, or for her to hire somebody to expose you that's going to, you know what I'm saying, have you on your stomach with your face down into the ground, into the sand. Okay, you got to be careful, because one thing women will do with a man when we are exposing, baby, we do it all. Honey, we are coming out here, and there is nothing that's going to hold us back if we feel like we got to get back at you, if we are still living a petty type of lifestyle. All right, if we are still in the middle of trying to figure out how to be the better person. David, whatever secrets you got, whatever kinks you got, whatever fetish you have, whatever things that made her say, may possibly come out. And that's the only thing you got to be careful about when you are the first one to initiate any type of exposure, when you are airing out your family secrets. Baby, you done talked about the children. You done talked about cousin Larry. You done talked about Keke, the damn dog. You done talked about the next door neighbor. Baby, you got to be more careful if you are not clean on her side of the fence when she tells her story. Now, whose side am I on? Nobody's, because I don't know these damn people from a can of paint, baby. I don't know them from a can of paint, but what I do know is Keke has that type of personality where a few things that he was saying, I could see me like, yeah, well, okay, what else? You know what I'm saying? Like, what else, baby? What else happened? You get what I mean? So that's all I got, honey. Y'all let me know if y'all want to actually get into a long live where we actually listen to what he's telling us, or if this was good enough. Honey, that's all I got. Y'all have an amazing day. Honey, don't get none on ya, okay? And as always, you know we're going to have a little fun, right?
Oh! Shout out to everybody. I had fun.
I got to be good.
And babies, if you don't mind, before you go, if you can just hit that like button to let people know that you like it around here, I would appreciate that so much. It would mean the world to me, honey. I'm not too proud to beg. You can even hit the dislike. All opinions matter. We just ask you to hit something. Just don't hit me or hit yourself in the head, baby. And that's all I got. Y'all have an amazing day. Thank you so much for your support. And let's get down in these comments and talk all about it, honey. And if you are catching a premiere and you're there on the sidelines in the chat, hey, girl, hey, I'm at work. So I apologize if I left y'all unattended. All right. And we don't have anything else. Bye.
What we do here is go back.
Loud.